Welcome everyone. In today's video we're gonna review the game between Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen. So this game was played in 2013. This was Tata Steel Group A. It happened in 26th of January in winter. So it was an amazing game, amazing match. So let's begin reviewing this game. Magnus had the white pieces and Hikaru had the black pieces. So let's begin. So in these positions, we see like grandmasters and many other players playing different lines. In this time, very popular Sicilian opening is played between these two players. It's open Sicilian. It can happen everything. Position is 0-0-0. This opening has been analyzed many times. Nakamura takes the pawn on d4. Knight takes on d4. e5 played by Nakamura, and Magnus goes for a very weird variation, which is knight b5. So this is known as the Lowenthal variation of Sicilian defense, because knight goes to b5 and pawn on e5 is considered one of the weaknesses that can be exploited by the white later on, and this pawn in the center serves its purpose, and both of the players have very definitive plans, but it's very vague and very interesting position. d6, g3, h5, knight c3, a6, knight goes back to a3, b5, knight goes back to d6, and now Nakamura plays knight e7, bishop g2, bishop goes to g4, pawn goes to f3, and engine says that pawn to f3 is a mistake during this game, because Magnus could have played like queen d3, which would given him a much more reasonable position because his queen would have been active. But the engine suggests that this move is not very good. After bishop goes back, c3, engine says that Nakamura has officially equalized the game. Carlsen has very minor 0.2 advantage in the position, and there are thousands of lines in this position that can be played, but sincerely, this position and many other positions involve engine different lines. So from a human eye, this is the position that is very complex. It's very hard to solve. h4 played by Nakamura. Knight goes back to c3. As you can see, this knight just jumps across the board. He was on here. He jumps across everything, and it's very hard, difficult to see during the normal games, because usually from the opening knight doesn't jump like that. So Nakamura decides to exchange the bishop for knight, takes, and now f4 played by Carlsen, opening up the center, knight f5 played by Nakamura, g4 played by Carlsen, h3 played by Nakamura, and bishop e4. So up until this position, both of the kings are not castled, which raises a big question, like how can you play these positions without getting castled? Well, both of the players, this is a very dynamic opening, which is very, these players showed their attacking skills and defensive skills the mostly, because this is very attacking opening, Sicilian especially, and without castling. Look at the king side of Magnus. You can see that he wants to castle long, but in actuality he is not really going to castle. Knight h4, castles, he castled short, which gives, like, how do you evaluate position like this? In this position where his pawns are just absolutely marching down opponent's board, and this knight is here, how can you castle long? But because opponent could have just played this check, and even if you block with the bishop, like, queen is very active on that square, like this check could have been a thing, but this bishop blocks. So yeah, Nakamura didn't decide to go that way. He plays g7, king goes to h1, bishop to g6, and bishop to g7, and now f5. f5 just exploits the center. That Carlsen decides to go attack, doesn't stop back, doesn't go back. G takes f5, knight goes to g2, pawn goes to f6, bishop goes back, queen f3, queen c7, knight b4, knight b7, knight jump across the board, and in this position Nakamura made fatal mistake by playing knight d7. As you can see, Magnus Carlsen has major advantage in this position, but knight d7 just seals the game. After bishop goes to g5, attack of the white Just cannot be stopped. Rook goes to Rook just goes to G8, but that doesn't stop anything. Queen goes to H5. Knight goes to B6. Bishop sacrifice. Beautiful, beautiful move by Carlsen. Now the Nakamura has to sacrifice the rook. Queen takes G5, takes, and in this position Hikaru Nakamura resigns because there's nothing really to be done in the position. Anywhere Knight F4 is the best move in the position, just going back. But look at, like, now in this position Magnus can play rook takes F4 and still win the game. Like, everything is falling apart for the black. It's all over. If you play some normal move like push this pot, there's mate in 2, queen h5, queen h5 check, just steals the game. So everything is over. Very nice game by Carlsen and very nice game by Nakamura. Carlsen played amazing chess. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye. Check me out on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye. Have a nice day.